everyone, I'm LeaderofLuxinape. I don't have a witty intro to say, but I haven't had a witty intro to say for this entire LP, so that's not really a surprise. So we're just gonna start off by, we went to the Temple of Time, we went to Lanayru Desert, we bombed some snails, we got a cool beetle that can bomb snails for us, and now we're gonna bomb a tree. That pretty much summed up the entire last episode. If I didn't miss... I kind of deserved it for not being able to tell where the giant tree was, but I can't... How did I even miss with that? I was aiming and I still missed. They give you the bomb aiming cursor, like when you're throwing it, for a reason. Apparently you have to hit the bomb at the... Nice slowdown there. Apparently you have to hit the thing exactly for it to work. Okay, so there's... Regular Deku... How did that hurt me? Okay. So what you actually have to do... You saw a crystal switch there. Shoot the switch. Open the gate. And go across the chasm cave. I'm referencing Explorers of Sky a little bit lately. It's kind of nice. And grab yourself yet another ancient flower. Something I did learn, and that is very, very, very helpful to know. You can get what's inside those cacti just by doing that. Except apparently some cacti have nothing. Oh, hello, 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 hello. This is a rock Octorok, an Octorok rock. It's literally the same, except it looks like rock. Trying to figure out if that made sense. Don't think it did. But Octoroks don't. It's weird. Octoroks and Skyward Sword almost always give hearts, but neither of those gave anything. Yay. More importantly, Gorko! Somehow we got here. Good to see you, bud. Seems like you pop up everywhere, though I'm one to talk. Anyway, bud, there's something I'm dying to tell you. It's the discovery of the century. It's a sacred place known as the Temple of Time. Couldn't believe my eyes when I saw a human who lives on the legendary Isle of the Goddess. Hi, I live on the legendary Isle of the Goddess. My name's Link, and I shouldn't be able to talk because I'm a silent protagonist. It wore clothes just like the ones written about in the ancient manuscripts, and it looked just like you, bud. So... He can tell that Link is a male, but he can't tell that Zelda is a female. Interesting. Came with another person, and they entered the temple. I wanted to chase after them. Then there was an explosion all of a sudden. And the entrance, well, you can see for yourself, bud. I don't think we're getting past this mess. I just wish we could find out what's happening on the other side. So with that helpful bit of... Actually, that was very helpful. What am I saying? Yeah. So, we know where Zelda is, but now we know that we can't go to where Zelda is. Where the are. And somehow, just somehow, that made sense. Oh, there's a robot in the way there, so I gotta move the thing when the robot's alive, and okay, I see, so I have to bomb the big thing again. Don't bother trying to send your beetle into the Temple of the Time, by the way. The Temple of the Time. Yes, I am the best at the Englishing. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother making the Fawful fly across the screen this time. That was kind of... one of the few funny things I did in this Let's Play. Give me a break for thinking it was my own joke was funny. Okay, Beetle, Beetle, Beetle. You can do this. I love you, Beetle. Not Beetle's Airshop Beetle. He's a cheap butt-sniffing jelly bagel. But Beetle the... Okay, that actually didn't help anything. There is another time shift standing around here somewhere. I don't remember where it is. I think it's on top of one of those two pillars, because that's the only thing that would make sense. And it's not that pillar, because it being the first place I look makes too much sense, apparently. Anyway, don't bother sending the beetle into the Temple of Time, because it will immediately run out of power and you won't be able to see anything. Why can't the Time Shift Stone automatically activate when you do that, though? It's one thing I don't understand. You blew the thing up. Why doesn't the stone underneath the stone that blew up activate? Another technology, of course. No, 2 of them! There has to be 2 of them! Did I actually... didn't need the ornamental skull, could have used, you know, a heart or something, but I guess that's decent. I could probably upgrade the shield eventually. Alright, Robo-Man, Robot. That was scary, but thanks for helping me. This is the Temple of Time. Within it is a sacred gate of time. The goddess. It's my job to patrol outside of the temple. If you need to reach the gate of time, you need to press through that door. You need another way in? Fooey. The line reminding facility and the Temple of Time are connected underground. The line reminding facility is right there. Here. In the middle of the desert. Somehow is connected to the thing on the left of the desert. This map looks inaccurate. I'm going to fix it for you, sir. So he'll actually change your map so that it looks like what Lanayru Desert used to look like back when it was all green and stuff. So I'm going to skip over what Fi has to say. Yes, past terrain is buried under the sand. So we can see what this place looked like in the past, and presumably some of the stuff that was here in the past is still underneath sink sand. So that's like, you'll see when we get there. But how will I know when I get there? And how will I know when to leave? We all gotta start from somewhere, and it's the mining facility. That actually almost rhymed. I'm feeling quite proud. I see it. That cactus without any hearts inside its head, 'cause cacti have those, and there's an Octorok. This isn't even the way the song goes anymore. I'm improvising. This is actually quite a decent version of a pretty good song from Sonic Unleashed. I'm actually just repeating the chorus like 4 times over again. I'll stop now. That's much better. Yay. So what I was saying is, you can see the past terrain of the desert, which means that there are some places where you can walk where you will never completely submerge into the sink sand, which we're now going to get a long-winded explanation about. And finally, see what I did there? We're going to get an easy way of marking these paths by now being allowed to put 5, see, continuing the same pun, beacons down. Which is nice, to say the least, because, you know, you can see where you're going, and you don't get into the sand, and you survive and stuff, and you generally have a good day. And I have not been in an opportune position to tattle on any of those birds yet, so I'm going to ignore them, run away. Pretty much, they're birds that drop rocks. If you bomb their nests, they die. That's literally all you need to know. But, yeah, that looks like a mining facility. It's Midna's helmet with circles on it. I mean, the actual helmet has circles on it, but... See, I'm going to just take the free health by sitting down. I was going to make a joke about how you can also do this on the toilet at the Night Academy, but I'm pretty sure it'd be really painful to go to the bathroom in the middle of the desert without toilet paper. So I am going to, even in a joke, save Link from that horror. And if I remember correctly, and by remember correctly I mean follow the logical course of thinking, yes, there is a time shift stone there, because there's... generally, if you can see the Technoblin skeletons, you know there's going to be time shift stone somewhere. That was cool. That was not cool. That was also not cool. I'm going to be passive aggressive and shield bash instead. And get my shield destroyed. What? Did he just clip through there? Am I just imagining things? Okay, apparently the fall killed it. I ain't going to get that text slide over with. I'm thinking PowerPoint for some reason. Alright, what's with... what? Oh, that's not the one with the robot statue, which means I have to climb up again. And by climb up again, I mean sink in the sand. That is... sink sand. I still can't get over the name Sink Sand. It's just so dumb sounding. The way they tried to make quicksand sound cooler. So, Sink Sand because you sink in it. Should have just called it Sink Kitchen Sand. Should have just called it Kitchen Sand. That's better. I have sand in my kitchen. I eat sand with all my meals. That's what I use instead of a washing machine. I just use sand. I rub sand all over all my plates and bowls and stuff, and that cleans out all the bran flakes from the morning. And yeah, it tastes really good, that sand and stuff. I don't know where I'm going with this. It is probably very painful to listen to, but I don't care. It's your choice. You chose to watch this video. You should have to be forced to listen to the stupid things I say. That's... You're not... This is the power generator for the mechanism that opens the mining facilities. But it won't budge until you activate the raw power nodes and set those 3 dials to access them correctly. Readings indicate the materials used to construct the generator. Also present in this area. You can use your dowsing ability to locate them. So, mini dowsing side quest, and by side quest I mean required thing. So you can see that there's 1 dial in the building there, 1 dial down there, and 1 over there somewhere where the map indicates there's another building. I'd say we go for the nearby one right away, and we can take advantage of the sand. That's alright. Let's see. If I start sinking, then I'll begin to run. It's better to walk here in the first place. Alright, so just bomb that. Bomb that. That's another one of those weird bombs that took like twice as long to blow up as it should have. And this last one, and the next. It's like one of those lottery things. Like the 30-second spot on TV where it's like, first ball up is 2, and the next is 78,426, and the last is 8, which makes our winning 3 lottery get money stuff number for today 700,000, whatever I said, 680, even though that's like 5 numbers. But, robot, you're trying to figure out how to configure your device to get into planetary buying facility, so what kind of suspicious? I probably shouldn't be telling you how to access the remote power nodes in these facilities. Don't let me catch you stabbing or fiddling with the device. Bzzt. So, generic stupid NPC is generically stupid. Yep. You literally do that, and then twist, and then hit A. And that activates the water thing. Which activates the water dial there through all of the time. And it gives you a little water icon there where we activated the water switch. Keep in mind the icons. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's a big, big hint to the puzzle that actually opens the mining facility for us later on. So, I really want the goddess cube that's over there somewhere. This is going to be bothering me a lot if I miss it. so hopefully we're going to be there somewhere. I almost started singing the Total Drama theme song, because that also includes the word there in it. I'm making connections all of the places today, but none of them are very decent, and all of them involve my bad singing, so I would rather I stopped. Tumbleweed. And there appears to be another generator switch here, and another bombable crack. I actually do remember. I don't know why I'm just remembering this now. But at some point in Elden, I don't remember exactly where it was, even though I just said I remember, I missed a bombable wall that led to a treasure chest that I think was just 20 rupees or like Elden ore or something. I'm just bringing this up because I'm not going to bother putting the clip of it, but just know that I did miss one minor treasure chest that no one really cares about. So really, don't care. But do care about this little room that is full of not running properly. That is full of the snail, which you want to explode. You have to explode all of the snail. That was an interesting place to freeze frame, if I do say so myself. So, how do you explode a snail? This is going to be more of the interesting than I thought. I see. This map does also give you the past terrain, so you can know that you can just walk across here. I'm a genius. I think there's a time shift stone around here somewhere. Ow! Link, stop reverse dry humping the universe. Thank you. Oh, now I get a hole full of parts. That was weird, especially after the dry humping the universe comment. We're just gonna forget about that. Okay. This is just getting... Link's shock animations last way too long. So wait, he was under the sand, then he managed to pull his entire body free, just so he could flail around to sink back into the sand. I'm just trying to make some senses out of this, but I'm only getting touch and smell, no taste. I want to taste, I want to pet the rainbow, taste the rainbow. Skittles, yeah, that is one of the stupidest taglines I've ever heard. Give me my red rupee! A blue rupee?! They're downgrading these treasure chests. They're so common. This is not an enemy, but is an Ampelus egg. It is an Ampelus that was reverted to its earliest form of development because of the time shift stone. It can still generate zappy zap zaps. You can carry it with your hook beetle and hit it when it isn't zappy zap zapping. You can also pick it up when it's not zappy zap zapping, which I have no idea why Fi didn't say you can pick it up when it's not zappy zap zapping. So, what you do have to do is take this, hit it into there, and Technoblin, and Technoblin, and Technoblin, and Technoblin, and Technoblin, and this is definitely not how you fight these. What? He moved! He interpreted my movement before I knew that I was going to make a move. And then I get shocked on the snip. And then he's not dead. And then he is dead. And he didn't just drop a golden skull and a heart? Okay, I forgive you for trying to kill me. You're a very generous dead guy. I mean, what? So you have to put it in there, and then it shocks, and that makes electric, and that opens the door. So, the common elements of Zelda, they're not air, water, earth, fire. They're almost always fire, water, electricity. Also, Faron Woods could be water, Elden Volcano could be fire, and Lanayru Desert is clearly electricity. So you'd think that those would be the symbols. You'd also think that this would be the electricity symbol. Actually, it is the electricity symbol. Never mind, I thought that was going to be the fire symbol, and it was going to be like... I was going to be really annoyed that they didn't make that the electricity symbol, because they would have made it the fire symbol. But, never mind. Let's see. You can't, unfortunately, you can't reset the time shift stone to return time to normal while you're down here, or you'll automatically sink into the quicksand and not respawn, I think. You won't die, just something weird happens. I don't remember exactly what. Literally all you have to do is that, though, so it's not too big of a deal. I mean, I can grab a couple more hearts. No. In these barrels, though, the most significant thing about these barrels is that they're the first time you can find random bombs in the field. It's a set of 5 bombs. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Bombs. No Dodongos in this game, though, so we can't not wait to bomb some Dodongos, unfortunately. That is very sad. But, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do when the Dodongos bomb you? That's... Oh, actually, what am I saying? Dodongos, their main attack is blowing themselves up. So the Dodongos do bomb you with outside of Soviet high roll. What? Okay. So I am still looking for a way to get that goddess cube, but I think also there is the 3rd symbol generator thing in there. And the door to this building, though, is not over here, is it? No, it's not. The hole of nothing. The other hole of... Okay, never mind. Not hole of nothing. Hole of the Laniru ant. They're generic ants. There's nothing really special about them other than they somehow have neon butts. I mean, I would like to have a neon butt, don't get me wrong, but for something in a Zelda game, that's not very spectacular. Having a neon butt is something anyone can do in this universe. I am digging myself just a deeper and deeper hole of stupidity this episode. And somehow, even in the past, that switch works. Or even in the present, that switch works. I thought there was this whole technology doesn't work at this time, but it only did in the past, which is why the time shift stones even exist, but we're just gonna break the game mechanic that they just introduced, because why the heck not? I mean, who's even surprised anymore? But, anyway, this is another one of these building-y places. So this is the one where you start finding the bombs. Or you could find absolutely nothing, which is really bad. I wanted to find some bombs because bombs are very needed in this area. You need to bomb some snails. And you need to sink in the quicksand, because you are unable to bomb some snails. Which apparently, I just learned that for myself. You can hurt them without them being in their stunned state, which is very helpful advices. So that was a nice hole. I would have preferred more than 3 blue rupees, but you know, I would have preferred that. I preferred the 3 blue rupees to 3 green rupees. And love hole only gives me 2 hearts, though. That's stupid. Why did the love holes only give you 2 hearts? There we go. I knew I could do that. That getting in the sand. There's the bombs I was talking about. 10 bombs? It's like they're asking you to use the small bomb bag just because they know they give you too much money. You're not going to die from the bomb, are you? No. I should just... Blop, 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 yay! You blooped. That's some fast sand current. Okay. I believe the time shift stone is somewhere down on this side. This is going to be a long episode, but the last one was a short episode, so who really cares? I mean, I don't care. If one of you cares, then you can leave a dislike, but I would prefer you leave a like, because I like when you like my video, but even like it better when you actually like my video with the like button instead of just saying you like it, but not really doing anything about you liking it. Unfortunately, there's no likes in this game, so I can't make some jokes about how I like likes as well, and how if you like likes, you should like this video. But I can't really like the decision where they didn't put likes in. I mean, I don't like likes. I dislike likes. But okay, I should stop ripping off that versus joke. That was a hilarious versus joke. I probably made it stupider myself, but yeah. So what am I doing again? Looking for time shift stone, right? The time shift stone isn't there. It's back at the entrance. I definitely don't like that. Alright, somehow you can get electrocuted through a Skyward Strike. And did I get the Jelly Blob from each of those? I'm not gonna get the other one, of course, but that was cool. Alright. So, what I don't like is how they, put the time shift stone, way back there. I don't like that they did that, because clearly you would, want to go to where I went already. I don't know. I just said I would stop making... Ouch! Bingle. I just said that I was gonna, stop making that joke. Okay, that was actually, unintentional. The unintentional was intentional. I don't like what I'm doing with this shit. Now I can't stop. And my phone is going off. And I'm going to ignore it because I'm recording. I really should turn my phone off when I am recording, but I don't really care. You see, that was unintentional too. Bomb. Thank you. And my shield broke because I tried to reflect an explosion by hitting it with a shield. That is a little unsensing. Unsensing? Is that a word? Making of the nonsenses, even for me. Actually, I lied. I did check the text that I just got. It was from Pokemon Jeff. He said, "Dear God," about something I said. I'm not sure what it was I said that he said "Dear God" to. I think something... It was something related to one of our channels. Oh, I don't even have a shield, so I can't even fight these guys the right way anymore. So I'm going to shake the remote as much as I can and hope for the best, and then just slingshot, because that's clearly the only way that I can beat these guys. One of the cheapest enemies in the game. Not to say that well, yes, I do dislike them, but I would have preferred them to be a little less good with electrocuting me. I would actually kind of prefer a lot of things to be a lot less good with electrocuting me. Like, electricity, for example, is very good when it does not electrocute you. Because, you survive when electricity does not electrocute you. I'm not sure if I'm talking in circles or just being a moron here. Or I'm just being a Goron. No, what am I saying? Gorons are geniuses. Look at Gorko. He's good at screaming really loudly in my voice. And since I'm clearly a genius, it must take a genius to sound a little bit like me. Even though, what if I sound like Gorko? He doesn't sound like me. Or he doesn't not sound like me. But I don't a little bit kind of slightly not sound like him. There we go. That didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. I mean, this episode has been taking nearly as long, or more than as long as I thought it would. I'm actually way over time. But they put 2 treasure chests back here, which is great, unless you somehow don't notice them. I think it is they expect you to not notice, but you get a monster horn. Bokoblin leaders are supposed to drop this rarely. That's what Bokoblin leaders will drop instead of ornamental skulls. We're actually only missing 3 treasures. Oh my god, that was nice. That not was nice. That is still nice since they're still only missing 3 treasures. And another blue rupee. For some ungodly reason, they decided you have to get a blue rupee. Or I don't deserve blue rupee. I deserve a triangle rupee. Well, I don't even. And that one's somehow the fire symbol. Everything changed when Fire Symbol attacked and something. Magic something. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I just call them the generator things. Apparently they're remote power nodes, according to Her Majesty the Annoying Robotica. That's also a word. Yeah. Dang it! I didn't make any face omelet jokes with the Ampelus eggs. There's no... You know what? How about... Wait, can I actually hurt these guys? Oh my god! I can literally make his face my omelet! Yes! This is something spectacular! You can actually hurt them by throwing the... That is amazing! That made, like, my life! That didn't make my day, that didn't make my week, that didn't make my... That made my entire life right there, seeing my catchphrase vindicated. You can literally make their faces your omelet. They're bringing that enemy back just for the sake of this. Okay. Next. That's interesting. We are now... Anyone watching this video, you have to start a petition to bring the Ampelus egg back in the Wii U Zelda game, assuming that it's 3D. Just for the sake of being able to pick them up and throw them at enemies, hitting their faces on purpose, just so you can make their face your omelet. Because clearly I'm that influential of a YouTuber where I can have my entire following... Either way, I'm happy. My catchphrase was sort of justified for once. But Electro... That's what they need to do. Yes, this is RoboCop the sequel. Electro Snail. Truly. Something. Something. Magic something. If you get that reference, then cool. If you don't get that reference, then okay. You probably don't watch that show, which would make sense. Or something. Butterflies, skip butterflies. I'm just going to, not fall in quicksand. The Emperor Relic respawned because I left the area to go into those buildings, which is triple deluxe nice. You see what I did there? Making a reference to a game that just came out recently. I am... That moment just rejuvenated my Let's Player spirit, which is apparently different from some other kind of spirit. Which is definitely different than the alcoholic spirit or something. I don't even know. What I do know is that we are about to open the Lanayru mining facility after going 3 minutes over what I would consider a long episode, and nice lag on the time shift stone there, by the way. So, what Fi was saying before, remember the positions of the things. You have to turn each dial so that it's facing in the direction of that specific thing. So, the water one is all the way to the left. And you can do that. You can actually check the map while you're doing this, which really helps. Fire one is all the way to the right, or directed. Okay, it's all the way to the right. And the lightning one is right there, which makes sense because, surprise, surprise, after the entire 3 episodes worth of Lanayru Desert being almost entirely electric themed, the dungeon is going to be electric themed, so the electricity has to point up. There's probably some profound truth of life in the fact that I'm too either lazy, stupid, or just lying about there being a profound truth of life in that to think of what it actually is. So, yeah, let's see what this guy has to say. Did you figure out how to access the remote power nodes? This is most impressive for a human. It's not a mining facility. This is where the time shift stones are produced. No matter how many times to see this place, my road is still hung with admiration. I think I mentioned some... I think I made fun of the laws of robotics a couple episodes ago with the robotic racism against humans thing, which that guy clearly demonstrated, but I like how they made the robots actual characters. I mean, they're better than Fi, which isn't saying much, but as a species, I think you can't beat Gorons, but as a species as a whole, since Gorko's the only Goron we've met so far, sadly, I think I like the robots the best out of all of them. But anyway, it's already been however many minutes overtime it's been, so I think it's time to end this episode on that incredible note of literally making the face of probably my least favorite enemy we've seen so far, my omelet. I think it's time to end this off before anything else crazy and vindicating of my whole reason for making videos, which apparently is now to scream your face as my omelet as loud as I can. I'm Leader of Luxinape, signing off, and that is a toucan. That is toucan. I'm going to attack the toucan. Because, you know, I made a reference to verses before, so why not attack a toucan and just make it complete. Alright, bye.